Hi, my name is Jessica from Community Family Services of Ontario. I'm a registered psychotherapist. There are certain pathways in our brain that drives pleasure-seeking behaviors. Pleasurable stimuluses such as drug, alcohol, food, pornography activate certain brain pleasure pathways. Natural stimuluses such as food and sex releases a neurotransmitter in our brain called dopamine. When we are activated by synthetic stimuluses such as drugs and pornography, the dopamine increase in our brain is exaggerated. So when we are hugged by our friend, or eat a delicious piece of cake, or view pornography, what is happening in our brain? Let's take a look and focus on pornography usage. When we are viewing pornography, an area in our brain called the VTA releases dopamine. Dopamine release travels to different parts of our brain, including the amygdala, the nucleus accumbens, prefrontal cortex, and hippocampus. Our amygdala governs our emotions and fear responses, while our nucleus accumbens governs our motor function. The prefrontal cortex governs our planning, focus, and attention, and our hippocampus governs our memory formation. Dopamine receptors in these areas take up dopamine, and the brain basically tells ourselves, "Oh, that feels so good. Let's keep doing it." Different stimuluses impact this pathway differently. Certain drugs like cocaine actually exaggerate dopamine release and stimulate this pathway even more. Let's go back to pornography. When dopamine is released, the amygdala tells our brain, "I feel happy and loved." The hippocampus tells our brain, "Let's remember the environment so we can do it again." The nucleus accumbens tells our brain, "Move your mouse, click on the next video." The prefrontal cortex tells our brain, "Focus on the video in front of you." With continued stimulation, the dopamine level in our brain continues to increase, and serotonin goes down. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter in our brain that governs our sense of feeling satisfied. Chronic stimulation and dopamine release conditions the pathway, so that amygdala only says, "I feel happy, I feel good," to a lot of pornography or certain types of pornography. Remember, addiction has biological bases in our brain. Denial or stigma will not help the situation. Please seek professional help as soon as possible.